We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to the air on second and short. They're setting up the screen. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Lost to throw again. Makes the grab, it's Simmons. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Knight. Might be looking to run. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Holds it in, the first down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Spits it out to the back. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got room at the 35. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He might want another play. Snagged in the middle. It's Thompson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play. Looking left. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Got it behind the line, it's Cobb. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes a handoff. It's Henderson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it. Now from inside the red zone. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
A little screen to the running back. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll do it himself. Finding open areas. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. Makes the grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick completion to the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throw for the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. You've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They take the lead with the 6.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Knight. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The give to the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Look, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Finding an escape route. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Tigers want to move quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to the ground game on the left. Ernie on the Jets. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys.
Grabs it inside the 10, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Knight. Now adjusting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, going to the air. Right down the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You did big passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself...
Wide open spaces. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Offense gets set for second down. The give on the option. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Gators are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Behind his tight end. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off.
The give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Henderson. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Gators will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback gets the first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Henderson. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, he avoided the negative play and sack.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Grab behind the line. It's Cobb.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Knight. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. I mean, seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
And you can prepare for him all week, and you can put a wide receiver and quarterback to be scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make you pay. Just too elite of a playmaker. You just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Clark. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
To the air, it's Glagway. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on. Lots of running room. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people are trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Florida! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Crosses for 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching plan.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Knight. He'll pull it down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Cobb. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Fires to the right. He's got it, first down and more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Snatches it on the right. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. They say